Hi all. In this video, we'll see how to create report within a given range of dates. So for that, what we need to do is we need to create two parameters where I can enter the start date and end date. Now the reason behind creating the parameters is I want the start date and end date to be dynamic so that I can keep on changing the values. So whenever you want to create filters which has to be dynamic, always take the help of parameters. So now let's get started. So the first step will be we have to create parameters. So I'll just click on this and select create parameter, and I will give the name as start date parameter. And I'll select the data type as date because I need to enter dates. And the allowable values will be all because I need to type the dates over there. Click on OK. And I'll create the second parameter, that is end date parameter. Same thing, data type should be date and allowable values will be all. So now we are done with the creation of two parameters. Then what we need to do is we need to create a calculated field. Okay, now before creating the calculated field, we should understand that we will be taking the order date as my reference column so as to show the dates. So for example, in this particular video, we'll see how to generate a sales report based on the given start date and end date. So for dates, I will take the help of, or I will take order date as my reference. So get the calculated field, and I'll give the name as mapping order date with start date and end date parameter. Because here we are mapping that particular column with the start date and end date parameter. So let's understand this. What should be the expression? So we know that, okay, whenever I enter any date under start date parameter, so that means that particular date or whatever the dates that will be shown, that has to be greater than or equal to the date that I have entered in the start date parameter. So let's say if I enter the start date is 1st of April. So that means all the dates should be greater than or equal to the given date, that is 1st of April. So that is what I will mention. So my column name is order date. So order date value should be greater than or equal to the date that you enter in the start date parameter. Then and, so why I'm writing and? Because I want to satisfy both the conditions. The second condition is the end date parameter. So whatever that date I enter in the end date parameter, so those order dates should be less than or equal to the end date parameter because I want the dates between start date and end date. So whatever the dates that should come, it should be between the start date and the end date. So for that reason, we are giving order date should be greater than or equal to start date parameter, and order date or whatever the range of dates you will get, it should be less than or equal to the date that you've entered in the end date parameter. So we'll write over here as order date less than or equal to end date parameter. So in other words, the range of dates should be between the date entered in the start date parameter and end date parameter. Now let's click on apply and OK. So now let's drag the necessary dimensions and measures. So we'll drag order date rows and I will change it to day because I want to show all the dates. Then I will drag sales because I want to show the sales report. So I'll drag it to level and click on show me, and I'll show it as a table. And then I will click on this particular icon to swap it. So now it is showing me a tabular representation based on the dates. Okay. The next step that I will be doing is I will show these two parameters. So I'll just right click on the parameter and show me. And then right click and show parameter. Then I'll close this show parameter. Sorry, show me, so that I can see whatever parameters are created. So whenever you do show parameter, those parameters will be shown on the right hand side. These are the two parameters that I have created. After that, we will drag that calculated field which we have created to filters. So why are we dragging to filters? Because the mapping calculated field that was created is showing as Boolean or true false. So whenever it is a Boolean or true false, you need to drag it to filters. So drag it to filters and click on apply and OK. Now we know whatever the dataset I'm using over here, that is the global superstore dataset, it has dates from 2011 till 2014. So I'll try to enter dates in between them. So let's say I will give the start date as 1st of April. That is 1st of April. And instead of 2021, I will write it as 2011. Then for end date, I will give it as 19th of April 2011. So once that is done, then go to filter, right click, edit filter, and select true. So why are we selecting true? Because based on the condition that we have mentioned in the calculated field, that has to be satisfied. So wherever that condition is satisfying, only those records has to be shown. So that's why we are selecting it as true. So that means where the condition is satisfied, show only those records. Click on apply and OK. Now you can see over here, it is showing me the sales report from 1st April till 19th of April. So that is what we wanted. Now you can see it is not showing me the column name as sum of sales or sales column. So in that case, what we can do is we'll just remove this sum of sales from here and we'll drag major names to filter, uncheck all and select sales. Click on apply and OK. Then I will again drag major names to columns and then I will drag major values to text. So now you can see it is showing me the column name as sales. Now if I change, let's say if I give it as 1st of May 2013 till let's say 31st of July 2013. So as I've said that whenever we create parameter, it should be dynamic. So it is dynamically showing us the report. So based on the given dates, it is showing us the report. So now this report will be between 1st of May 2013 till 30th of July 2013. So here I've given 30th of July. So let's change it to 31st. I can see we have that report from 1st May 2013 till 31st of July 2013. Now, if I put one more dimension over here, let's say market wise, if I want to generate the sales report. So what will I do over here is I will just drag market to rows. So now you can see for each market, it is showing as the sales report for each date. So in this way, we can create a report within a given range of dates. Now, if you want to convert that to a graph, so what you can do is just click on show me and select the line graph. So the reason we're selecting the line graph is because if we have date related column over here. So whenever you have a date related column or a time related column, always go with line graph. So this is the line graph that we have got. So now if you just close this show me, so you will get the colors of different markets. So that's it from this video. Thanks everyone.